Hello, it's me again, Michael. Today is April 30th, and this is going to be Flosstube number 4. And my channel is Davis.Quilting.Stitching on YouTube. So this month was busy because it's spring break was at the beginning of the month, and then of course we had appointments for the children. And next week's going to be even crazier because we have, what do they call it, Georgia milestones testing for all of the children, and field day for 2 of them, and orthodontist appointments and everything else. So I'm going to show you what I've been working on, and some new patterns that I've received for stitching and quilting, and 2 quilts that I am hoping on finishing this month. One was the new start, and then this one is one that you would have seen in my quilting video as one of the quilt tops that I've had done forever. It's just been sitting there ready to go. And then some cross stitches that I have kitted up, or partly kitted. So first off is Elizabeth Manners, and the the stitch pattern is by GIGIR, and it's Elizabeth Manners 1843. So that's what this one looks like, and I'm trying to get it done by May 29th, so that's next month. And I'm stitching this one on cream Newcastle. And here are the thread colors. The red shows up really pretty. And then there's this pink for Adam and Eve. And I like this orange color. So those are, and this color's really pretty too. This yellowy green color. So I've been working on this one quite a bit. So I did iron them. So this is where I'm at so far. I made a lot of progress on this one. I did all 3 of these little motifs up here, the little angel and the 2 little flowers. I did this, I don't know if it's the apple tree. I did finish the verse, which is over 2. There's no over 1 in this pattern. And I did this bottom band. I got the tree all in, but I need to do like the fruit and the leaves. I had Adam, but now I have Eve. I finished her yesterday, so he's not lonely anymore. I did this one and this one and this and this. I did all that over there. So, and I did the little butterfly and work. May 29th, 1843. I did that in her name. And you can see at the bottom, I started putting in the leaves in the border. I just have to go around and do that all the way around. And then finish up the mirror motifs, like on the other side over here. So that one is coming along. And this is 40 count cream Newcastle. So hopefully I will reach my goal and have that one done by May 29th. But I am working on it quite a lot. I put in, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 days this past month on that one. And that's all the progress that I made. The next one that I have been working on is Charlotte Clayton, which is a pattern from the Commanding Officers Quarters Heritage Museum at Fort Worden State Park in Washington State. And that's in the USA. But I had to order the chart from Traditional Stitches up in Canada. And I wanted it because it has the big cats. And Carol of the Softbox Stitcher, in one of her earlier videos, because I started from video 1 and watched all of them. In her earlier video, she was working on this one. And here are the threads for that one. And I did get a hoop so I can do the over one and it actually come out looking somewhat decent. But I worked on this one for like a week and a half this month. So I don't really have a goal to finish this one anytime soon. I don't drop everything over here. Put them down there on the floor for now. They'll be fine. And this one is being stitched on light mocha Newcastle 40 count. So since the last time you saw this one, I put in more of the red little bead type things or berries around the top. I started working on this huge flower. There's a lot of stitching there. You can't really see it. This is like a light grayish blue. But I still have to do this whole side of the rose. And I started on the over one. I did the little turkey, I assume that's what he is. And then what I think is a tomato plant. I did that. And I got the bird and one cat done. And then I did some more berries down there. And I have to do that green band underneath the cat. I have to do it all the way across. And there's going to be an Adam and Eve tree and then another cat and everything over here. So I made a lot of progress because it's a lot of heavy stitching in the cat and that flower at the top. So I think it's coming along for only like 9-10 days of stitching. I think I did pretty good on it. It was hard to put it down because I really wanted to do another cat or finish that flower. But I know I want to get Miss Manners done. So that's why I paused and moved on to that one. Now over spring break when everyone was home, because my husband's a school teacher and then we have 4 kids. While everybody was home, I didn't want to sit there and do nothing. So I started a new pattern that I think I showed you in my last video. I should have went back and watched. But this is the Scarlett house, Sarah Elizabeth Brooke, 1842. Again, Carol on the Saltbox Stitcher. She did this one. She has it framed and hanging up. But this house is so pretty. The only thing is, I'm using DMC, so some of the colors don't look exactly like the picture on the front. And I believe when Carol did it, she used the silks, I think, maybe. But like I said, DMC I can find at Hobby Lobby in town. But I did start this one on the 29th of March, right? January, February, March. Yep, March the 29th, which was the beginning of spring break. So I worked on that for the whole week of spring break. And I'm stitching this on linen, just linen by weeks. And it's 40 count. So I have all of that done. I started in the middle where you see that berry or strawberry at the top. And I worked the border down so I could get to the heavy stitching areas down at the bottom because it's all like grass fill in and everything. And I started building the house and I got pretty far for only 1 week, I suppose. But this one's very fun to work on. And it's not as big as I thought it was because I have a very big piece. I have quite a bit left over for something else, you know. But I have all of that so far. So I would like to put in some more work on that one as well. And then I went and like one evening after I did Miss Manners and Charlotte Clayton here and there, I would grab one of my older whips that I have that I really don't like working on anymore, but it's not the pattern or anything. It's because I don't really like working on Ada anymore. But I don't want to restart it because I've got too much done. Where is the cover page? And it's Vintage Housewife by Lori Holt of Be In My Bonnet. And so I've been working on this one slowly. And this is a very old whip from like last year when I started cross stitching. It was the third one I started. And I'm just using all the called for DMC, which I ordered the kit of DMC off of Fat Quarter Shop. So I just pull it and cut it because I have a whole little mess of floss. This was before I started using the floss drops for anything. I just would pull it and use it. But on this one, I was able to finish these 2 squares that I had started. I finished the sewing machine with the little tomato pin cushion and all that. And I finished this block with the vacuum and the cleaning things that you use to clean the house. And I assume this is like a toilet bowl cleaner, but I don't know. And maybe a water bottle. I don't really know what that would be. Or this little yellow ball. I don't know. I know what a broom and a dustpan is in a vacuum. And I think that is a toilet bowl brush, but I'm not sure. But I was able to also bring down some of the red squares on the side. And so now all I have to do is bring that across and then back up to here. And then fill in with the pink and white and finish that long rectangle block at the bottom, the clothesline, and then this one will be finished. So if I just pick it up here and there and work on it and get some done, because I was able to finish those 2 blocks that I had partly done, I was able to finish that in 2 days, 2 evenings of stitching. So not really that much, like an hour, 2 hours here and there. So I got that done. Next, I will show you some kits. I think I may have showed you these prior in another video, but I did have them ready. I just haven't started them. One is the Scarlett House Charlotte Frost 1846. And this one is not terribly large. It's only 275 by 249. Again, the house and the big pasture. And I believe this one probably has over 1 for the sheep and the little swans up here by the tree. I think they're over 1. Maybe some other things, but I ordered the called for fabric, which is corn tassel 37 count. So I have that ready to go. I haven't opened it, and of course I have all the floss. I think I did show you this, but I haven't dropped them yet or anything. So I have that one ready to go. That's that one. This one I really like. It's close to, is it Reiner? But I can't remember the first name. The sampler is out of print, but this one is supposed to be similar to it. And it's the Stewart Hardmans sampler. Like the nice little shepherd and shepherdess, and then the little animals and the house. But this one doesn't seem like it's going to be super large either. And this one is by the Needlework Press. And it's actually a very easy to read pattern. It's not in color, but it is nice on the inside. It's 236 by 256. And again, I just got the DMC and 40 count angel hair linen to do this one on, which looks like this. And here are the flosses again for that one, because I can't remember if I showed you or not. And then one other one that is fully kitted, ready to go, which I don't know why I haven't done it. Yes, it's a book. It's Modern Folk Embroidery, and it's the Rosebush sampler. I really like the muted colors and everything. So that one doesn't seem like it's going to be really that difficult. Just the border and then 3 pots here. Let's see what stitch. Where? It's 256 wide by 255 high. So pretty much a square almost. So there's that one. And what did I buy to do it on? This looks like Country Mocha. Nope. Doubloon by Newcastle. See, you can tell I don't know yet. But that, I think, will be very pretty. That may be the cause for it. Probably so. Or maybe not. I'm not sure. But that is the linen that I have, doubloon, for that in 40 count. And it doesn't really take that many colors. They're all basically greens and golds. And there's that one blue. But it's very muted, which will be very pretty once it's done, I'm sure. So that'll probably be a start in the near future, maybe next month, if I decide to just grab something. But I did get some charts in the mail. I don't zip my chart up in the bag over here. I don't want to do that. I received a while back Mary Good by Sassafras samplers. Again, Carol on the Saltbox Stitcher did this one with the little Pepto-Bismol people. And it took a while to get in the mail, but I did finally get it. I haven't kitted it or anything, but this is what I do. I write on a little post-it note what kind of linen and the price on 123 Stitch and the size that I need. So that way when I get ready to kit one up, I already have this in here, so I can just go and order exactly what size and everything I need. I pretty much do that when I get the patterns in the mail. The next one is Hannah Lancaster. If I can get my fingers to work. Should have did this prior, but you know. Hannah Lancaster sampler, reproduced with the permission of the Worcester Art Museum. I saw this one on Saltbox Stitcher's Flosstube one time, and I don't know if she started it or not, but I like the little girl in the middle, and the muted colors are really pretty. So I thought it was neat having that little girl there. So I did purchase the fabric already, which is 40 count flax. So I have that, but I have not went to the store lately to get the DMC that I need. I also need to see if I have any of them already. But this one is 276 by 382. So it's a little bit bigger than some of the other ones, but not terribly. So I do have that one. Put this back in here. If not, I'll never do it. But I do like that one a lot. And so I will get that one started. And it does have over one. Because there's like a little man right here. I think he's over one. There may be some other things over one, but I'm not sure. And then this one finally came in the mail. Not finally, I mean, I just ordered it like a week or two ago. But this was Lucy Navier. I saw this on someone's Flosstube, but I can't remember. She's from New Zealand, but I'm horrible with names and I don't want to kill her name and I can't remember. But she, I believe, started on this one and it was beautiful. but it does have a lot of specialty stitches, and she is quite large. She's 463 stitches wide by 495 high, but it has like bullion stitches, I think, and all kind of other specialty stitches, like this tree and then the grass and stuff are all stem stitches and bullion stitches. But it's actually, I went to Hands Across the Sea website, and it's a discontinued chart. But the inside is very pretty. Here's the centerfold picture that you can see. And I love that Hands Across the Sea, they give you like this little bookmark. That's neat with like the required thread and everything. Because you can actually like save your place in the pattern, you know, where you are. It's pretty neat. But I did order this from a stitching shop in Denver, Colorado. When I Googled it, that was one of the places that actually still had the chart because, like I said, it's been discontinued. It's not in print anymore. So I grabbed it while I still could. I don't know when I'll start on it, but I seem to keep buying Hands Across the Sea patterns, and I don't even have one going yet. So that was all of my cross-stitch stuff. I did order some quilt patterns. I think Fat Quarter Shop had a sale a little while ago, and so I ordered Acorn Love by Lori Holt. It's just a table runner, but it takes 5-inch charm pack squares. So I got the bee plaids, and I'm gonna pick out like the autumn colors in here, I believe, maybe, and make this for my like little credenza buffet top for Thanksgiving time. I think that would be cute. So I've got that to go with that. I saw this quilt pattern on Jordan Fabrics YouTube channel when she made it a while ago, and I've been wanting it, and so I finally ordered it. And it's just a layer cake quilt, and it tells you on the back how much you need of each one. To make like a king size, which would be 106 by 106, you would have to have basically 2 layer cakes. So that, I think, is very pretty. Classic coffee cake. I probably won't use like these kind of colors. Probably use something brighter. I saw this one on Amazon. It's called Perfect Pieces by Easy Peasy Quilts. And I like the crosses and then like the Irish chain with the little hearts. And this one you can do a throw, a crib, or a queen. So I'll probably make a queen and then add a border to make it big enough for my bed. So it would take 2 layer cakes and then some yardage to do the other parts. So there's that one. And then I really do have a Lori Holt problem when it comes to quilts. So I got Granny's Teapot, which I like anything grandma related because everyone tells me I'm like a old lady all the time. So that one's really cute. And again, you need a layer cake and then some background and binding and backing. But that one shouldn't be that difficult if I can just find me a layer cake that I like and then use it. And it will make a quilt 59 by 75. So that'll be a decent throw size. It's cute. Put it on my quilt rack in the living room, or den rather. Baked with Love, again by Lori Holt. Thought that was cute. I'm always in the kitchen cooking with 6 mouths to feed, so me and my daughter, we spend a lot of time cooking. So I thought that would be neat. And then maybe here and there, embroider initials on some of the little towels, or add some like little rickrack trim or something on them to make them different. But again, you just need a layer cake for this one and some sashing yardage and some other here and there yardage. But that one will be 67 by 75. So I think that's cute. And I like the whole scrappy look on different quilts. This one put me in mind of my grandmother when I saw it on Lori Holt's, what does she call it? When she shows like the upcoming fabric releases. I have not bought the kit for this one, Millie's Dresses, and I did not buy Mercantile. I want to, but I have a lot of quilt kits. They're everywhere. So I was like, I can always just print off the Mercantile sew along and then do it out of scraps that I have from other quilt kits. Because there's always fabric left over when you buy a Lori Holt quilt kit. You have so much fabric left over. So this one is so pretty. This would be really cute in like 30s or 40s reproduction type prints. But my grandmothers, both of them, always used to wear dresses a lot. And then when they would cook, they put on their little apron. I have my grandma's apron in my kitchen. I got it when she passed away. So it just hangs in my kitchen. Everywhere I've ever moved, it's just been there. So after that, that is the quilt patterns and cross stitch patterns that I have purchased lately. I have been working on this quilt. This is only 2 of the rows sewed together. My aunt embroidered all these different animals with like the animal names and things like that. And her grandson recently got married, and he is having a baby. Well, I mean, his wife is having the baby, but they're having their firstborn child. So she gave me a whole bunch of these embroidery squares that she did with all the little animals and stuff on them. And she picked the background and all that colors, the red and the green. She picked that. And so I've sewed them all in rows. I just have to assemble the whole quilt top. And then I'm going to quilt like a design in all the big red squares and then do another design in the green. So I will get that done. Hopefully I can show you in the next video if she hasn't already picked it up by then, because I think the baby is supposed to be here in June or July. So, and then we have to mail it off because they don't live nowhere near us. So that one I've been working on. I've got, again, all the rows done. They're in my sewing area. I just pulled that over here to show you the 2 I have sewed together. Other than that, I have been working on my grandmother's flower garden. I had to make 67 flowers. I am using the Quilt Encyclopedia book it shows like all kind of old quilt patterns. Again, I should have brought that in here, but I have sticky notes and everything all over the entire book because there's a lot of patterns I want to do out of it. So I mark things and then write all over the Post-it notes. But I have done some, instead of doing the yellow centers, I mean, I do have the yellow ones, but I like pink more than yellow. So I've been working on these with like little scrap fabric that I have left over. And then some of them is fabric that I found at the local antique store. Someone was selling old fabric. I have no idea when it's from, but it was in their like little booth at the antique store. And so I bought all of them, and they were pre-cut at 2.5 inches. So that was perfect. Here's another one. And then I have this one done all the way with its next row. And then I take out the papers when I have more stitched around. And so I can reuse them. But I have to do all of these with another row. And then like this one, I have started putting the yellow around. And then after I do all the yellow, then I have Nile green, which I guess is like the traditional green color for grandmother's flower garden. I have some of that to go in between each one. And then I'm going to do a 3-row hexagon border all the way around it. But I'm not going to cut the hexagons to make them straight on the edge. I'm just going to do bias binding so I can keep it that way. But see, I've just been stitching them on. And here are some of the little hexagons. Like I said, I take them out and I reuse them. And I just keep going with them. Here's a stack of yellow. That is enough to go around this one. But I have to baste them onto the little hexagons and get that part done. And then I have like this whole little foam core thing. I cut it off of another piece that I use for something. And so I keep this in my room. And so I have like a center, and then I have 6 of the color to go around the center. And I just stack them on here. See? I just stack them on here like this. And then I just grab one, stitch it up. And then here's the thread. It's just, I think I bought this at Joann's before they went out of business. Gutterman, 100% cotton. Yep. I think I bought this at Joann's, but our Joann's is gone now. So all we have is Hobby Lobby and Walmart. So I've still been working on that. Pull that out every now and then and work on that. And then I was watching Hooked by Robin, I think, on YouTube, and she did this like 3D granny square flower crochet block. And I do have a lot of yarn, and I'm still working on my hexagon afghan too, but I saw this and I wanted to try it, so now I'm making these 2. I think I have to make 288 in total to make a blanket for my king size bed. But I've just been going and going with these, and then I just do the connect as I go method to connect them. And then this quilt top behind you, I pulled that one out specifically because I'm going to finish that one this month, hopefully, if I get time between field day and everything else. And I went to Walmart and just got some purple fabric for the backing, because there's purple in it. See, like there's purple there and then purple. A lot of them have purple in it. So I just picked a purple color, and I'm just going to do Stitch in the Ditch since it's a Jelly Roll Race quilt. And this is all Jelly Roll strips that I ordered off of Amazon. They were very cheap. When I first started quilting, I ordered them because I didn't really understand different quality fabric. So, excuse me, I ordered those from Amazon. I don't know if they're still there or not, but it's just a crazy assortment of different fabrics in 2.5-inch strips. And I just sewed them all together and did a Jelly Roll quilt. And then I'm gonna use this for the backing. And then I saw a video on YouTube. I watch YouTube a lot, where you finish the quilt and you bind it like you're supposed to, like normal. And then you get a darning needle and you stitch into the binding like a back stitch of yarn. And then you can crochet a border all the way around your quilt. And so I have a huge afghan that I made last year for my bed. And it's like white, pink, like a corally pink and a teal color. And it's granny squares, but I did like a pom-pom trim all the way around it. So I'm gonna do pom-pom trim all the way around the quilt in purple. And so it'll go with the purple on the back. So that is the goal. I don't know if this part will get done, but I do hope to get it quilted. But I have to finish my aunt's quilt too. So, and I still want to cross stitch, of course. So, you know. Other than that, all I've been doing is watching TV. I finished the Fallout on the Hulu stick. I think it's on Prime Video. That was pretty good. I finished Golden Girls again for like the 15th time, watching all the episodes. I finished Designing Women, and now I'm rewatching Family Matters over again. And that's on Hulu, but I watch it through Disney Plus because they're connected. So I watch Family Matters while I cross stitch or crochet or do my grandma's flower garden, and I just watch it and work. And I have been watching Hacks on HBO with Jean Smart, who also played in Designing Women back in the day. That show's pretty funny. I think a new season comes out on May the 2nd, so hopefully I can finish season 2 before the new season comes out and I can just keep going. And then I've been watching, what is that other show? Something George with the king, and then the guy and the mom like forced her son to date the king. Mary and George, something. But that one's pretty good. But it's only like one episode comes out a week, so I let it build up a couple of weeks, and then I watch more than one episode at one time because I don't like waiting to know what happens. And then I've been watching The Gentleman in Moscow. That's pretty good, but again, one episode a week, so I let them build up so I can watch some more. Then one episode. The new season of RuPaul's Drag Race comes out, I think this week or next week, or sometime soon. So I'll be watching that. It's Drag Race All Stars. I'll watch that. But that's all I have. I have to clean up all this mess now. But thank y'all for everyone who comments and subscribes and likes my videos. Very nice. Thank you very much, because I'm just showing you what I do. But just continue to say hey or anything, and I'll always comment back. So thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a great day and take care.